So like, it mean a lot to have this nigga come on here, man, and chop it up with us. And like, and then not this, and then Devin Hudson too, man. Everything I learned about mixing, everything I learned how to train my ear a bit through this shit came through Mr. Hudson right here, man.
Oh man, I feel like that can't be fully true. But.
No, that's 100% true.
Intro.
That's fucking 100% true. Me and Devin used to be roommates, and like you heard what my mixing sounded like when I first moved in with you.
Yeah, we all got beginnings, man.
You know what I'm saying?
We all got beginnings.
And yeah, Devin is an engineer up at Classic Studio, so like he really do this shit. Like he really know the sonics and shit like that. Like I remember I didn't know what a de-esser was. He's like put the de-esser on your voice. Yeah. Now like I can't hear a difference from my ear one trained. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think that's something too when people get into making music, especially like rap music. That's the least they're concerned with is the mixing. When you really should be super concerned with it.
Yeah.
I was
usually
even
just trying to get your bars off.
I was bumping the Gibbs shit earlier today, and I was like, "Is this mix kind of low?" Like it just. But I feel like a lot of people wouldn't even think about that shit, you know. And especially if you just start rapping, all you're trying to do is get your bars off. You don't give a fuck what
the song come out. You want people to hear.
Yeah, exactly. Right away, by any means necessary.
Yeah, if someone's like, "Let me mix it," you're like, "Mix it. This shit fire. You need to put it out."
So that means another week before I can put this shit out. Damn.
I remember.
Then people be confused on whether mix, master, what is this, what is this.
Yeah.
I didn't know the difference between that shit for a long time. It's like some shit where when you first start making music, you really don't feel like you should be paying mad money. Cause like when a motherfucker tell you, oh, I'll mix it for $200, $300, you like, damn, like,
bro, that's how I was.
And like you
that's
not
why I
knowing,
started mixing it myself.
But you're not really knowing all the shit that it take to make it get to that level.
Exactly.
So like,
but thank God for YouTube. It's like YouTube really started cracking off with tutorials maybe like
for real
2014, 2015.
Yeah.
So it's just like, man, you could literally just go to YouTube. When I found out, I was just like, yo.
But then
you know how many life skills I've learned from YouTube
like,
tutorials in general?
I think relationship advice.
Relationship advice, that's crazy.
The real challenge of it is knowing what you need to look up. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to know what you need to try to do. You got to know how to like those words to use and shit.
They really need to start a section of YouTube called like YouTube University.
Oh yeah,
where it's all grouped together and shit. Like this is all like the music tutorial shit. This is film shit. Because most people go there to learn so many different things. So they should just structure that shit called YouTube University there.
Fuck around and get YouTube masters. That'd be crazy.
I don't know if you get the degree from there. You could get it and be more organized and you go. You can't be applying for the jobs with a YouTube degree.
Why not?
You got the doctorate?
I did it.
Yeah.
I literally did it. But shit, we talked about. You go back and listen to the Devin episode. You can learn all about Devin's like childhood and his upcoming. But we want to focus on you right now, James GTW. How did you even start making music, bro?
I had a cousin who was I was probably like 11. He was really into like MF Doom, just the whole abstract hip hop wave, and he was making beats on Reason, and then I just started, like, I found Fruit Loops and just started, making beats. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I used to hit up, like, New York rappers and send them beats. And I had them rapping. My stuff was not mixed at all. I'm just turning everything up. Oh, this sound like...
Lo-fi.
This sounded like Space Ghost Perp. Like,
yeah, yo.
Man, what an era, by the way.
I don't even get you started on that.
So how was, because like me and James knew each other from way back. We used to work at Journeys together at the mall and shit. Was this before that?
Yeah. It was before that.
It was before that. So this had to be what, 08?
04.
04.
Oh, God damn.
2002. 2002, yeah. No, I was like,
hell
12,
yeah. You always gotta have that. I feel like everybody got that one person in their life they was close with that like sort of like put them on, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, definitely.
So then from
we was
there,
real close, so it was just like,
So
when he passed, I was like, man, I have to do this.
Oh damn.
Yeah, I was like, I have to really do this. Mm-hmm. Started putting vocals on stuff. Originally started rapping. under Jay Greedy, and I was
Greedy.
doing like Kanye West, like cool kid type stuff. You know what I mean? Like
cool shit, getting fits off, barring it down.
Getting the fits off, going to American Apparel with the green skinnies, acid wash.
I was right there with you, bro. Right there with you. Same era.
I was online looking like, who's this? Who that? Like, who is Cash? I saw Cash. I was like, oh, okay, doing art. Like, who's this dude? Who the cool kids? Who, you know, everybody in the scene in Chicago, like around the world. So it was just like, yo, that was my outlet. You feel me?
That was that MySpace, that
MySpace way.
Yeah, yo, that shit did a lot. That's how I met niggas for real.
Yeah,
MySpace.
Oh yeah, MySpace. Yeah.
So because if y'all haven't heard, go back and listen to all of James' music. Your style is different. You know what I'm saying? Like you was the first nigga I met that like really sing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ain't never met no art. Like I just met rappers and fucking hardcore band members and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What made you start going that direction out of rapping?
I did a song with my friend Fresh James in 2000, like a minute ago. But I made the beat for him. It was like a funk kind of beat. And then I was like, let me try and sing falsetto on this. You know what I mean? Because I was normally just spitting. I started doing that, and I was like, damn, this sounds kind of good. So I'm like, I might as well just run with this.
Yeah,
you know
I was about to ask you, how'd you find your voice? But there it is.
Well, before that, I would. It was a song by Raheem Devon called "Guess Who Loves You More," and I used to always sing that, like "Guess Who Loves You More." You know what I mean? Like I would sing that day in, day out. I met him. He was working with an artist named Phil Ide at the time, who goes by Ide now.
Oh, word. That's
A
crazy.
producer who I work with, Sonny Norway, who goes by Still Human, too. He produced for Ade and Raheem Devon. So I was like, oh, wow, this just works out perfectly.
Yeah.
And I was, you know what I mean? I've been singing all his songs, so...
Yeah, shout out Raheem Devon. I fuck with
real.
Customer is crazy.
Yeah, yo, cause like I thought that you would probably like singing in the church and shit. Cause like your shit is like clean. Like your vocals are very clean for real, and it sound like you got like some kind of training or some shit.
And you know what? You're not lying. I was singing in church. But you know, the stuff at the church I went to at the time was more like hymns. Or like, you know, hymnals. You know what I mean? I love that. Like that's where I got all my melodies from. Like, oh, this melody's cold, it's tight. You know, the lyrics is like, you know what I mean? It was just amazing. So it's just like that vocal training, but singing in falsetto specifically was like Raheem Devon. I was like, you know, let me, you know, try sing higher. And then once Chief Keef was doing it at the time too, Chief Keef started. He did that song.
That was
with
the inspiration.
He made the song with Ball Out. He was like, I was like, yeah. I actually remixed that song. I actually kind of like remixed the song a little bit and put that out. But yeah, that was fun. You know, I was like, oh yeah, I can just do this on any type beat.
Nice.
Because I thought I would only do it on like soul beats. Then I was like, yo, let me do this on some up-tempo stuff, you know what I'm saying? Let me do this on some whatever, like, you know. So that's when it was like, okay. And then it was kind of like Grimes was out too, and Twig, so it was like, oh, okay, there's like alignment, you know what I mean? Especially with Grimes, how she did similar stuff. So.
It's one interview with Grimes where she like, they asked her like who's her biggest influence, and she says Mariah Carey, and I'm like, she do be doing the Mariah Carey
that
airy, like high shit,
that
like she
crazy. Is that even falsetto? What is that note?
I don't know.
Or like, how do you describe that? Like,
you mean Grimes or mine?
No, Mariah Carey.
That's like a completely different bitch. I don't even know.
That shit sound But
way up there.
I was like, damn, she do know about this shit. Cause like she, like you think, step back, listen to her music, she be doing all the Mariah Carey shit.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
She's cool. I met her like 2012. Were you there? We met her. Yeah, we she just invited us to a party, you know, real cool.
Hell yeah.
Real chill. She introduced me to Austin from Supreme Court.
Oh, word?
Yeah. So,
that's crazy for real.
So
that's crazy for real. So around that time, like James was in a group, Jody. And Jody, that shit set off everything for real. You know what I'm saying? Like this little scene that we didn't like manage to like cultivate, I feel like that was what brought everybody together. and how I met mad niggas.
Yeah.
So Jody was you. Shout out Convertible Ashley, another past guest on the show.
Big shout out.
Khalid, Brandon,
Jeremiah Meese.
Jeremiah Meese, right?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. How did that shit even happen? For how you meet them niggas?
I actually met Meese, and I knew Dave and Donatus like before then, like 2011, just being around, going to parties, and I heard about the drums music through my manager at the time, Melanie.
Right.
So
like, the drum was Brandon and Jeremiah.
Brandon and Jeremiah. And I was like, yeah, I got to work with these mugs. And then I saw him in Pilsen walking with Dave. I was like, holler at him, and we became cool and just
just
jam.
Perry put me on that shit to revisit it, and I revisited a lot of that music, and it was kind of ahead of its time for real, man. What you guys had, like that group shit and the way it all sounded together, that really, I feel like, could have been a huge thing if you guys rode that out. Yeah. Because it was just a little bit before that was a thing. Yeah. So people were probably a little confused, but they're like, oh, this is dope.
Yeah, it kind of made sense, and it kind of brought everyone together from different scenes, like in New York and in Chicago, just the progressive elements of the tracks and just the, pretty much, and just it being rooted in R&B, like, I was just like, I rock with it, you know what I mean? SZA was doing stuff similar at the time, so she was getting noticed too.
SZA's first project was fire. Yeah. When she had the guys
project called?
Like X or Z or something.
Yeah.
But she had the guys there, Rashad on there, Chance was on there. It was that perfect blend of fire R&B with rappers kind of like adding their little shit onto certain things.
Yeah.
She was some like new age Mary J. Blige shit for real.
But if you think about it too, the people that can sing good have always been around hella different cliques. Like Dwelle was on the Detroit shit. D'Angelo was always around hella like Q-Tip and shit. They always like kept that dude that could sing good around. You know what I mean? Because you never know when you're gonna want to put them on a track.
Shit, Miguel was one of those dudes in LA. Rare. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Miguel be hanging out with mad like rappers and different kind of artists. Because when you can sing good, you can kind of blend into any type of music.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't just need a certain melody or something. Yeah. Because singing good over anything can work out, depending on how you want to flip the track.
Like listen to Dwelle on Flashing Lights and listen.
Yeah. Dwelle's under the fuck rated. Dwelle's a monster.
Yeah.
He's been on so much shit, and he's got writing credits on so much stuff you would never know.
Oh, Bilal's another one.
Oh, Bilal.
Come on now, man.
Bilal from Detroit? All right, what's Bilal?
Is Bilal from Detroit?
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that whole scene in Detroit is crazy.
Yeah.
I remember when y'all was doing y'all thing, y'all used to market y'allself as a boy band.
Oh yeah, that was really fun. Yeah.
Yeah, and that shit, that was.
I wish we had. That was the only thing. Like if we had the visual. That would have.
Y'all should have freaked it. One of the matching outfits.
We was thinking about doing that too. Yeah, we was planning it, but it just never came into fruition. But
so what was y'all? What was the first time all of y'all linked up on some music shit?
Probably like December 2012.
Because like, how did Khalid get in the mix?
Khalid was already friends with Jeremiah and Dave and Brandon, so I just jumped in and. We just started making tracks.
Hell yeah, G. Yeah, that shit was like you said, it was like connecting a lot of people together for real. Because like I knew Kid in them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And like that's how I met like Devin and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all was doing y'all other thing. They had the low motion shit.
Like,
and then we had like the little posture shit. But that was like what brought everybody together and shit.
True. Yeah.
Speaking of that, the Otta shit. So y'all record label was Otta.
Yeah.
And y'all been running that for a long time. I remember going to Otta parties in New York and shit, and like CMJ and shit.
Yeah.
And like, so yeah, what's the deal with that? Y'all still putting out music and shit because y'all latest project is on that.
Yeah, we're just ramping it up and putting more stuff out now. I was kind of a little bit out of the mix because I was just out of the mix for a while, but I'm back in it. And Dose Global, Mike Susana, he's in it. Karush, who's another artist out in LA, he's in it. He was living in New York too. And it's just like we're just trying to put out more tracks, more of everything that we mess with, whether it be club inspired, but from our perspective. But we kind of also want it to be like mature but still wild at the same time, where it's like you can chill to it, like you can listen to it in the crib, but you can also listen to the club and like, you know, dance to it.
Yeah, it translates in both ways.
Yeah.
So is it more of a collective situation or a label situation?
Label, but we're basically all friends and we're looking to bring in other people and put stuff out, you know.
Yeah, because I feel like in today's age of music, label is such a like vague term. What does that mean? Are you putting out physical shit? Are you because label?
We're more digital.
Label back in the day meant something.
Yeah.
We're like, you know, you're signed to this label. Yeah. You're doing this under this. They have a budget for your project.
Yeah.
So now like label can mean so many different things. Like we all just fuck with each other, so we help each other out.
Yeah.
Well, like in today's terms, I would say a label is like you said, it's been used to like mention a bunch of different things, but right now it's pretty much just like who putting your music out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It's like who getting your music to distributors, who backing you financially. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do a video, like who gonna put up money. You know what I'm saying?
You don't necessarily have to be like a subsidiary of like Universal to like be like a label.
Yeah, I mean, but that's like at essence what a label actually was before motherfuckers started like ballooning it into all of these terms. It's kind of like stripped down now, like your label, who putting your music out.
And with Auto, we still doing like artist development too. You know, we kind of do that with each other. You know what I'm saying? We get on calls and we do that with other artists that we want to work with. And so, I mean, I would still put it under a label and collective umbrella.
Okay.
But because it is a collective of individuals. It is not this like locked in grid of, you sign this, nah. You get all your shit. You don't get no money. Sign your life away. It's just like, we want to make music. Let's make music. Let's have like-minded people that want to make music that fits in the same lane, and let's figure out how to put this out together. And let's figure out how to.
Well, that's something too, though. Especially Devin, with your skill set, you can actually help people develop into a better artist. Yeah, because you can help them with things a lot of people aren't going to see themselves. You know, because talent needs honing sometimes. You can be super talented, but you need to hone it into like making your shit sound good. Yeah. Because to most people, if it doesn't sound good, they're over it right away. It needs to sound good, or they're like, "What the fuck?"
It needs to sound, and it needs a team. Sometimes it needs somebody to be like, "All right," because a lot of artists, man, they just want to record a bunch of music. Yeah. So then they're like trying to record music, and then they're trying to sequence it. They trying to. Sometimes you just record it, give it to your producer. He sequences it, give it to this other dude. He figures out your whole art arrangement. Sometimes it's a whole team effort with obviously your vision of who you are as an artist put forward, but you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's hard for artists to like do everything.
Exactly. I mean, I don't think artists should be expected to do everything, you know, because sometimes that like convolutes your actual creativity because you're not fully focused on your part of the project. If you're a real writer or something, sometimes you're going to get bogged down by that other shit, you know, like, oh, we got to mix it like this. What are you thinking for this? That's something maybe they're not even trying to think about. So it distracts them from the thing that they're actually good at creating. Which could, you know, just be like the writing of the music or... What goes into artist development? Like, what does it all entail? If that's even an answerable question.
I think we all know, like, if we think about the essence of it, you know, we hear a song, we'd be like, damn, this nigga just keeps rapping this way. Maybe he should rap a different way. I mean, this simple as that. Just be like, bro, like, it's just having the same melody. Like, maybe we need to focus on using different melodies to, like... Maybe we need to focus on not putting out so much music. Maybe we're focused on putting out a certain type of music that is not catering towards what you really want to cater towards. It's just kind of figuring out what that artist really needs in order to like move forward.
Have you? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. But have you found it difficult with like certain artists to develop them? Are there like mad artists that are just like super stubborn?
Oh yeah, I mean we got people come in the studio and they're
not trying to hear shit.
Right, it's like cool. I mean, I'm just gonna do what you want me to do.
All right,
as long as you got that check for
yeah, that's something I wanted to ask you too, Devin. So obviously you and GTW just put out a project together. It's on Bandcamp. Anyone that wants to go check that out, it's a little 4-piece. So you're in the studio all day. You know, you work for people that book sessions. What stands out to you that makes you be like, I want to take my time to work with this dude and put my name on a project with him?
Man, a lot.
Not necessarily just like GTW, just anyone you've collectively been like, hey, I want to do something with you. So what stands out to you to want to put kind of your stamp on it?
Number one is work ethic. You know, like he's always in here. He's always making songs, whether he's here or somewhere else, he's always like working. And then just creativity. If I like the music, if I like it, and he's work hard, let's figure it out.
Yeah,
you know.
So like, I'm always been interested. Like, what's the like the origin behind all that? Like, how y'all all even link up and decide y'all want to do this shit? Because it's been going on for a long time.
It has.
Like, we talking like 10 plus years at this point.
Like when I first started, it was a crew that we had called Saturday Youth, and then
damn, you taking it back.
Yeah,
like, it started with Saturday Youth.
Yeah,
to be honest,
we were throwing parties, just hanging out at like Leaders. Shout out to Leaders.
Big shout out Leaders for sure.
Just learning from them. How to do events. How to like promote yourself, put yourself out, meeting people in the city, and we kind of just met a lot of people, and then we all knew each other, and we just decided, to form AUTA like maybe 2013, 2014.
Yeah, do you guys think when you start out doing something, it seems like a lot of people start out doing it as a group effort? Do you think that's because it takes a little bit of pressure off each individual as coming out like, I'm doing this by myself?
Oh, yeah.
For sure. Yeah, it definitely helps to have like a team that helps you push you. Like, one thing I'll say about James, for me, he's always like championed me. Like, even when I'm like, I don't want to do this, like, well, you could do this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's good to have somebody that like does that for you.
Yeah.
And that's really out there for you like that.
Yeah, I've always had like major appreciation for people that kind of came out as a solo artist, really just did the run by themselves. Yeah. That takes a lot, man, not having someone right there. Because as much as there's like win times, there's L times. And going through those L's by yourself is always a lot harder than if you got a team around you.
Yeah. Not having that validation either. And just like having to have all that in yourself.
And when the community's not giving it to you, at least the people in your crew can be like, nah, this shit, we're going to get there. We're going to get there. But if you're just sitting there alone being like, fuck, this ain't working, those moments are probably way harder to digest.
But sometimes even though solo artists have a team, they're just a solo artist.
You
have like, sometimes they have people around them that's like.
No, you got to for real, because like you literally these days cannot do everything by yourself. It ain't even enough time in the day.
For real.
To do that shit. In order to have everything you supposed to have by yourself when you drop like a project, you gotta have that shit done 6 months before time, because you still gotta make all the artwork. You gotta do all the videos. You gotta do all the promotion. Like every time somebody posts, every time it's a post about it, you gotta do it. You know what I'm saying?
Because the rollout's gotta be
exactly.
You know,
like,
you know what I'm saying?
And also like I feel like music spread in its purest form by like word of mouth. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
You need niggas out there to like, so people even know you real. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Your homies out there talking about you and shit. You feel me? That's a huge thing for real.
Well, because those are the people that are going to spend money with you. You know, those are if you got, that's the 500 fans to 500,000 followers thing. If you got 500 real fans, they're going to buy your EP, they're going to buy your merch. That goes just as far as having 500,000 that ain't engaged with you. It's people that are going to spend their bread with you, you know?
We was talking about that shit the other day for real. We was at the studio. Like, 5,000 fans is better than 5,000 followers. For real.
Oh, hell yeah.
I mean, 5,000 fans is better than 500,000.
No, I mean 500 fans. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about.
But, you know, because it just equates to real people that really care about your shit. Instead, it's so easy to click follow and then never care at all, you know?
Hell yeah. James, man, when you performing again, man?
We trying to set it up right now. I definitely kind of want to do more interactive stuff, maybe some stuff in, some galleries or any live performance anywhere. But we definitely trying to set it up and figure it out. We want to get back more into, the art space, the club space,
Hell yeah.
Yeah, the art space is the look.
Because me and James played a show last month, bro, at Sleeping Village. It was tight for real.
Yeah.
Like, you killed that shit. But your ass talk about you nervous backstage, bro.
I was.
I'm like, how the fuck this nigga nervous?
I was nervous every performance I've ever had. I done
seen you perform in like 4 different states, you know what I'm saying? In front of people and shit. Mad people and shit, yo.
I get it, though, man.
What's the most memorable live performance you ever had?
Most memorable? I would say, of course, probably, I think Lollapalooza
Yeah,
was the most memorable.
Oh yeah, you gotta tell this story. You have to tell this story because the story is crazy for real. I was there.
Quick flex.
Supreme Cuts was an electronic group that played at Lollapalooza.
Shout out Supreme Cuts, man.
We were supposed to play a song with them, but something happened with their audio. So they were just like, "Hey, you guys want to play some Jody songs?" Which is the R&B group I was in. So we were like, "Yeah." So we went up, played some, songs, and like there was like, everyone in the audience, Muggs knew who we were, so it was just like great energy. We ended up getting written about by like Spin Mag, that show.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that I feel like that really set everything. That performance really set everything off for real, yo. Yeah. 'Cause I remember I was there, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And like like you said, after that, motherfuckers started noticing y'all. Y'all was in the motherfucking faders and shit. Yeah. Niggas on Spin Magazine and shit.
You talk about that shit often,
Yeah, yo.
That's crazy.
After that, I think after that we did the Fader Fort show. So in New York. So that was pretty cool. It was pretty memorable. I think Kalela performed at that too. Willow Smith at the time.
Yo.
Played there. So it was
I was mad, man.
Oh, you wanted to go?
Yeah, I wanted to go to Willow, and I remember I was with a kid in there, and I was like, we just need to stay here.
Yeah.
There's free drinks in this bitch.
Yeah.
Until Willow come. They're like, we not finna stay here for 4 hours waiting on this little girl.
Did we all go?
That's a super valid
That sounds crazy. On paper, that sounds insane.
It sounds like Kid has his head on his shoulder. Because that's valid shit. I would already been outside. They're like, yo, I'm down the street at Max Fish.
I remember I seen you play a solo show in Texas. South by you played a solo show for real.
Okay.
Where did you play?
I played so many places at South by. Like, I'm guessing I played. It was like at I
remember it was a bar, and you went upstairs and they had a big ass area.
Yeah, I was there. It was pretty tight.
Was it Mohawk? No,
it wasn't Mohawk.
It was pretty tight. I was just, playing some joints in there. I've been going to South by, like, at that time, like 3 years straight.
Yeah, man. That was my shit.
Muggs wanted the big Fader Fort there, but it was like, it never happened. But at least Muggs could get in. Yeah.
But y'all was in the magazine.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, this is a funny story. We was talking about it earlier, is that, like, we had all showed up to the Fader Fort. I was with Dave, a couple more of our friends, right? The rest of the group wasn't there yet. So like we go up there for our credentials to like get in and shit because it was a long ass line. And they were like, we don't have y'all on the thing. And it was literally the month that y'all was in the issue.
Oh, yeah.
And Dave was like, we literally in the magazine. Grab the magazine right there.
Well, James did the same thing. He didn't have his ID. And we were trying to get in the Fader Fort, and they're like, you don't have ID, you can't get in. He's just like, but this is me. Like, this is the issue.
Yeah, like, it was crazy because it was literally the issue that was out right now.
That is identification right there.
Like, grab it. And then like they gave Dave his wristband, they gave Kid his wristband and shit, and it was like, you? And I was like, I'm Khalid. And they was like, okay, we a wristband, here with your shoes.
The classic South by Southwest finesse, baby.
Yeah. So funny for real. Yeah. That's Dev. Those are some good ass times. Yeah, Dev used to be down there. Devin will always have a gig. Like when we get down there, like Devin got a gig. It'd be like random like corporate gigs. We get there and these motherfuckers standing.
It'd be like the corporate gigs.
It would be like free Taco Bell or like free Bushmills whiskey.
Or it would be more so like a, you know what I'm saying, like an advertising company.
Okay, true.
Or like a media company that was just like, and I'll just finesse it. I'll be like, all right, South by, my niggas gonna be down there. I'm like, all right, let me hit him up, get like $1,000. All right, that's the hotel.
Like, a band back then was crazy.
Oh, yeah, it was fun. It was fun, and they let me do whatever I want.
Yeah, that's it.
You're DJing like Bank of America and shit. Just giving it up, and people are waiting to give money out there.
Nah, it was like when they would have like their little after parties, like all the corporate people would be like, let's wine, let's get loose.
It'd be like in a
hotel. They rent out the whole bar. You know, just have me DJ some shit, and you know they're all happy. They're just like, oh, we got a DJ. Like, that's fun.
Yeah, definitely. Well, shit, we've been talking about the music for the first half, so let's get into this hot shit of the week. This is the GTW with Question the Heartbreak.
purest thoughts. 'Cause all I hear is darkness talk. Tweak on me, but in the fall, I still got the key to that heart. Can't be wrong, just prove me right. You don't need the fuss or fight. Now I see you're poison me. Everything inside you see. It's alright, I'll let you go. Left my feelings at the door. I just thought that you should know. Left my feelings at the door. It's alright, I'll let you go. Left my feelings at the door. You say you need honey, you're seeking. I will be the one to find your side is pleasing. I'd rather stare at cash all night. Can't be wrong, just prove me right. You don't need the fuss or fight. But now I see you're poison me. Everything inside you see. It's alright, I'll let you go. Left my feelings at the door. I just thought that you should know. Left my feelings at the door. It's alright, I'll let you go. Left my feelings at the door. You say you need it's alright, I'll let you go. Left my feelings at the door. I just thought that you should know. Left my feelings at the door. It's alright, I'll let you go. Left my feelings at the door. You say you need
Hell yeah, that was the GTW question, Heartbreak. You made that beat too, didn't you?
Made that beat.
Oh, you turn that mic towards you.
Oh yeah, shit.
Ooh, yup, made that beat. Excusez-moi. Yeah, made the beat. Sampled J Dilla. He had a track called The Questions with Common and Mos Def. I'm like, yeah, let me speed this boy up. It's
Hell
soulful.
yeah. Hell yeah.
Bring in that Detroit, soul.
Let's go.
You want to know what else you did that was key? Put it on Apple Music.
Yeah, I know, right?
Bandcamp. SoundCloud.
I know, right?
That was the fourth step that was key. Put it on Apple Music.
Exactly, yeah.
So I appreciate you for that.
Hell yeah.
We had to make sure. It took a while. It was tough, but we got it
all
done.
good things take time, man.
I know, right?
Is putting shit on Apple Music and like all the DSPs, is that like a process?
Yeah.
Like, what is the process for?
I mean,
I have
It's
no
pretty
idea.
simple. You just upload it in a couple days. It should be up on there. But we uploaded it through a different distro service. So
Okay.
Yeah.
it was
So
taking
what? I think you told me you use a DistroKid.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people use
Yeah,
this.
so it's hella different distribution like platforms that you could go through for real. They all got like their own different stipulations and shit.
Yeah.
Know what I'm saying? I use DistroKid because DistroKid is cheap.
And it's quick.
It's cheap and it's quick.
It's quick.
It'll literally be up there the next day if
Yeah.
you like serious about
Yeah,
it.
but the thing about DistroKid is they gonna hold your money until you need to get your money. You know what I'm saying?
I think there's certain things
and
too
they
with
make
different
you pay
distros.
every year.
Every year you have to
It's
pay every
so
year.
silly.
But like you pay one time a year and you can upload as much as you want, or you can go like TuneCore, where you pay per release that you do, per song, per project you do. You know what I'm saying?
But there's stuff like United Masters where they take a percentage of it and it's free, and then there's other things like STEM that's invite only, but you got to be invited, and it's they same situation. They take a percentage, but they have more of a team that like helps you out in case something goes on, or whatever.
It's like a little bit of like insurance, so to speak. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, because I was listening to something recently with someone who's, pretty known for being independent, that rapper 38 Special. And he's like, dude, I turn my projects into DSPs 30 days before they're going to come out.
Yeah,
just so nothing can go wrong.
Right. Because things do go wrong.
Because they will go wrong. Like
things definitely went wrong with this particular release.
I'll be doing that same thing. I'll be trying to like rush shit out and shit. Like not even that you rushing it out, you got it ready and shit, but like you be like, oh, I'm finna drop it this day. And be like, oh, I gotta upload it by this day so it could be up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because like there's a lot of things that like can go into how your release go. You know what I'm saying? Like you want to have all your artwork and shit done and shit. And then also like Spotify do like the playlist pitching and whatever, and you gotta have it up and ready days before so people can review it and shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. But what I was finna start talking about was that bop in your music, bro. You always, when you make your beat, they always like sped up, dancey feel.
Yeah.
I feel like that come from because your ass is African.
Oh, you think so?
For real. And like, especially now, because like Afrobeat is like a huge thing now. But like when I first like start getting into it, I'm like, James has been making shit like this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How did you get into that out for like rapping? Because you said you was making backpack rap and shit. What made you like start turning that direction?
I just started. I did start making like up tempo stuff because of course Kanye. I heard Stronger. I was like, yeah, I gotta do this.
Hell yeah!
I was like, this the lane. I just started. That was like the entry in electronic music for me. Just listening to Kanye, just making different stuff. I'm just like, just getting in all these different like electronic bands like Justice, Ed Banger Records, like all that French house stuff, Dim Mac, like all
Mad
electronic.
Decent.
Mad Decent. I used to go to Mad Decent Block Party.
Yeah.
That's how I found out about Nguzu and Nguzu, and then from that I just started following them with Fade to Mine and just everyone electronic, but. Yeah, I was just listening to tons of electronic music. And I was just like, I just want to like rap on it. I was already making them type beats too. So I was just like, yeah, let me just rap on it. Because I originally heard this girl named Maluka who used to, she still spits.
Yeah, she was on like Fade. She was on the Mad Decent or like.
She was on Mad
Fool's
Decent.
Gold or something like that.
Yeah, she was on Mad Decent, yeah. And she did a song. I was like, yeah, I'm about to rap on some. She was rapping on some stuff from her culture, and I'm like, I'm about to do that for my culture. So I made Afro pop beats, sung on it, rapped on it, and put it out.
Is this talking about when you was doing Don't Smoke a Cigarette?
Yeah, when I had a mixtape. My first mixtape was Don't Smoke a Cigarette, so it was just Afro pop, house music, a little techno, soul music. I had a joint with Raheem Devine, and I had just mixing it all together, rapping on it, putting it out. So and it did well.
Because like with the rise of like Afrobeat, when how this shit is popping off now, like I'm like, there's no reason that James should not be in it, because you have been making this type shit forever, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, and every genre you just mentioned is so hip-hop adjacent.
Yeah.
I mean, all that lives in the same world.
Yeah.
And then, like you just mentioned, there's always been labels that are so eclectic. Fool's Gold, Stone's Throw.
Yeah.
Like, they'll be, like, rappers signed to that shit. They'll be electronic artists.
Yeah.
They sign, like, A-Track will sign kind of anyone he just
Like
thinks
Danny
is dope.
Brown
Same thing with Peanut Butter Wolf, you know?
Yeah.
It was never just a rap label. It was an eclectic music
Everything
label.
And I feel like that bridge between hip hop and electronic music and everything started happening like 2011.
Yeah.
You start seeing it on like these blogs. They just started posting more like they'll put Young Thug next to like Grimes or Charlie XCX, and I think that's when the mold started. Like everything started coming together.
Yeah, and Streetwear was in that world too. Like, remember Mad Decent had the Mishka like.
Oh yeah.
Remember those jackets?
Yeah. So it was like that was when everything started merging. So it was just like we were the first generation where it's like, damn, we was listening to everything. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think it's crazy when somebody listens to one genre of music. I'll be looking at them fucking crazy. Like, I just listened to death metal. I'm like, you must be bored.
I feel like that really doesn't exist that much more in the younger generation.
Not in the younger
Not
generation.
as much in the younger generation, but like, I'm locked into that world, and I definitely like have met motherfuckers that just listen to death metal, and they're all sketchy.
Yeah, yo. Nah, for real.
I just think you're cheating yourself, honestly.
Yeah,
if you only listen to one genre of music, there's so much shit you never know what you could gravitate to.
Because
you can take influence.
That's like the beauty. That's like the beauty of streaming, that everything is available. You know what I'm saying? That's why I feel like that's why that shit is like that, because like I feel like motherfuckers would get trapped into a genre back in the day because them the only CDs I got. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And to kind of play off what you were saying, influence. If you're an artist, you can take a lot from that. But even if you're just a music like dork, there's so many different moods you go through. I can imagine, like I relate a lot of the times what mood I'm feeling as to what music I'm gonna listen to.
Yeah.
There's certain times where I'm not trying to hear. I love like rap shit. There's certain like weeks will go by I don't listen to any rap music because I'm just not in that headspace. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like certain moods call for different kind of music from me. But I think that happens when you really like nerd out on music.
Yeah.
There's times where like I can't wake up in the morning and listen to some hardcore shit.
Yeah.
You know, in the morning I'm gonna play some soul shit just to get my day started on some smooth shit.
Or maybe in the morning you might, you know what I mean? And then like, you know,
yeah,
chill, you know,
it depends on the mood. I'm saying.
Yeah.
So if you only like are hyper focused on this one thing, then
Yeah.
you're kind of like you're shutting a lot of doors that could make your day better, or your mood like a little brighter, or your mood more fitting.
yeah.
Like, for example, there's like certain types of music that just go with whatever vibe you in. Like when I'm in the gym, I just started listening to hardstyle now. I'm like, hardstyle.
And think about
like
where it makes the most sense is when people score films. Sometimes the song behind the scene makes the scene so much more impactful
Jimmy.
because that song goes with that shit.
Safe landing.
But there's just certain things where like music is the backbone of everything, really, and it can curate a moment.
Yeah.
So if you pick the right song for the right moment, then
it
it's just
evokes
gonna
emotion.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like I know I've known like dudes in like hardcore bands that like they like write their like breakdowns and shit based off of like a rap song.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
for sure, definitely. Yeah, like the instrumentation can be very influenced by like rap and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Devin could speak to this too. Like, there's certain DJs that don't know how to read the room, and that can kill the whole fucking vibe.
Yeah.
You gotta
of
read the
DJs,
room.
yeah.
You could want to get your shit off, and I'm coming with this. I'm playing this tonight. If the room isn't going that way, you gotta pivot, or it's just gonna suck all the energy out of the shit.
This might not be your night to play what you thought. You know, I mean, there's definitely many a times where I thought I was like, man, I want to get off this set. Even now, like I get homies all the time. Like when I get a set once in a while, and everyone's like, play this, play this, play this. I'm like, bro, I can put it in a list of things, but I can't promise I'm gonna play anything because, like, you know, I don't want to be in a position where I'm just like too stuck in my vibes and everybody's just like, fuck you. You know what I'm saying?
That's why
And people
DJing.
like dipping out. And shit,
That's why
like,
DJing is like an art form for real. 'Cause like it's like basketball. You don't know what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to adjust for real. Like another thing about like DJing, yo, that's crazy is that. I don't know how I want to say it. Let me think on this. Let me think on this question for a minute. Move on to something.
Yeah, no, yeah.
What I do want to get is James, your opinion on modern R&B. How you feeling about a lot of new artists, just like Brant, Snow, this new wave of artists that are getting a lot of shine?
Oh, I like it. Like before, I think Muggs would call it like electronic R&B or like alternative. I kind of didn't really like that term, but I mean, I feel like I guess it's what you would describe it now. I feel like that's just mainstream R&B now. Like we're being more
no, cause
experimental.
y'all been doing that shit for real.
Yeah. So it's just like seeing Brent Faiyaz. I like Joyce Wright's Cole. I've been listening to I forgot her name. Just a lot of R&B acts that are.
I really like
cool.
when Brent does that shit with Dude and they do the Sonder shit.
The Sonder, yeah.
That shit's so good when they get together.
So
are they from Soul Action, the producers from Sonder?
I think a few of them.
That's a selection. Real.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's just two sides to it because there is that, like you said, electronic, newer sounding lo-fi shit, but then you still got people like Snow Allegra, who to me, she's like the modern day Sade.
100%, 1 million
and she still be making beautiful just R&B shit, and it sounds amazing.
Her and Janae, for real. I think.
Yeah, I would put Snow in the forefront. I just saw Sabrina Claudio. She sounded great. I know she catches a lot of flack from back in the day, but she's still super talented.
Yeah.
So that was a good show. But it's wild that I went to that show at the Riv, and it was so undersold. It was
Sabrina Claudio?
Was it?
Dude, I bought a ticket just on the way because I was supposed to go to the show at Sleeping Village, and my dumbass didn't have a ticket because I'm just like, it ain't gonna sell out. It's whatever. You know, it's like this band from like Philly. They're like kind of low key, and we walk up in the door, it was sold out. I was like, I instantly hopped in an Uber and just bought the fucking Sabrina Claudio ticket on the way. Got it from the Riv for retail, and I walked in and it was maybe half full.
Oh,
What?
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
What do the GTW stand for?
The GT. Well, I have my middle name is Akaniene, which means greater than wealth. GTW. So I was just like, I was chilling with a homegirl, trying to change my name from like Jay Greedy. You know what I mean? Which is this really like, you know,
Grimy ass name.
Some wild name. And she was like, you should just go with your middle name, the GTW, greater than wealth. And I was like,
Yeah.
And it's cool because I can like make any genre with it. I was really influenced by having a name that sounded like a band. So I was influenced by the XX a little bit too.
Word.
Like, I was like listening to them heavy at the time. So I was just like, yeah, the GTW would be cool. At the time, I kind of wanted to make it a group. Like I had some friends that I wanted to like, you know, sing and jam with me, which I was doing a little bit at the time. But, you know, yeah, it just became my solo project, you know, so.
Hell yeah. I always wondered that. I never knew what it stood for real. I always see the period.
I kind of like to make it like how, you know, how it sounded like a band. So I was just like, you know.
And then the mystery is tight too. You know
Exactly.
Hell yeah. Devin, what's the shit? Me and Devin trying to do some shit in November at the Clipper.
No, we ain't trying. We about to do a show in November. It's going to be tight. Putting together a show. GTW's going to be on it. And we're just putting together logistics, but it's going to be fun.
It's so funny to me. The Clipper came back and it's like the club.
Yeah.
now. It's so fucking
It's
fun.
so
It's
ill.
actually decent as hell. I 100%
so
back the Clipper down.
Yeah.
I used to live at California in Augusta like 9 years ago, and the Clipper was like a rockabilly bar. We would go in that bitch and play Scrabble and shit. And
Yeah.
that was like the
Hell nah.
club.
Yeah, I remember like
I did not know that.
Yeah, when I
Facts,
first like
man.
moved, when I first was in like college and shit, like I used to pull up there every once in a while and it'd be like country music and shit.
That's crazy.
And then they reopened that shit going now, boy.
Yeah, it's hard.
I just know it was used to shoot that Power show with Tommy.
Oh, for real?
That's why I had a different sign for so long.
Oh, yeah.
Because it was like a doctor's office or something. I ain't going to the doctor in that bitch. That is crazy. I was like, no, I'm going to go somewhere. Mad dirty in there. I think they just been doing a good job booking DJs and shit.
Yeah, I mean, they always have to.
Yeah, yo, I've been really happy about electronic music this whole summer. Like,
Yeah.
when the summer first started, I was like, I'm on electronic wave for real. And like that stuff, y'all
You
always
was playing that Chanel Trez.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why I like all of this summer. That's why I've been like good ass vibes and shit. And I know that's like
Sure.
a point that y'all make. You know what I'm to stay with the
sure.
electronic shit. And like Devin, I know like Devin like produce and like fucking like engineer for so many like random like rap acts and shit. Like niggas don't really know that Devin is rooted in electronic music.
Yeah.
Facts. No, for real.
How you get into electronic and shit?
Man, I mean, I've been DJing since I was like young. We
Yeah.
already had like the whole thing. But just coming to Chicago and friends like GTW and Rakim and other people and just starting to really expand my mind. I mean, being so close to Chicago, you know, I like grew up playing like ghetto house. Like we always gonna have people from, and I'm from Gary, you know what I'm saying? So we always gonna have like Gary, Indiana, like super close ghetto house and stuff. So I kind of already knew what's up. I was like, when I was little, I used to be like, oh shit, I gotta play a ghetto house section. It wasn't like the fun thing for me to do, but then like being able to like a lot of things, you know, like even like old school music, I used to learn playing, and it becomes fun later on. You understand it more. And I don't know. I just went with it, and
Yeah, me and Devin was at the studio the other day, and he was playing me all his new shit, and it's super jungle. And like I've been on the jungle wave too.
Yeah, you trying to have your shirt unbuttoned for real.
Know what I'm saying? I've been
Trying
on
to
the
feel the
jungle
breeze.
wave for real. Like it's actually like better than drum and bass for real.
Yeah,
Like
for
I used
sure.
to fuck with drum and bass super heavy.
Yeah.
And I'm like jungle is way better.
Yeah.
I had jungle. I got obsessed with there was this girl in the 90s in London named Chemistry. She used to DJ with a Goldie, you know, Goldie.
Yeah.
She was his girlfriend.
Yeah.
I was like, and I was listening to her stuff with Storm, DJ Storm, and they went hard. Like, you know what I mean? They had a crew called Metalheads. I was like, a few years ago, I was into that. Like,
Metalheads is amazing.
When I moved to New York, I was like, dang, I saw Goldie. I just started researching, found about chemistry, and it was just like, she's Nigerian, you know what I mean? Nigerian chick, blonde dreads, in the 90s. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Chemistry and Goldie were like legends. Like
Goldie,
even their look and the way being black people, and like we're also like as Alda like being black people and doing this dance music shit. Like Goldie was in London, like all golds playing
Stussy
jungle.
down.
Stussy down playing jungle. You were saying chemistry, dreads, like you know what I'm saying, like and representing in that way. It was kind of amazing. But like
this is what I was going to say earlier when we were talking about DJing. Is that like when y'all like see, I've always like fuck with electronic music, but like I never know who it is because like you can't no words, ain't nothing you could Google to find out who it is and shit. Like y'all niggas be finding out who these artists is. It be how do you even do it? If you in a club and you hear some shit that's hard.
Shazam nowadays.
Shazam. I mean Shazam, Shazam nowadays. But before Shazam, you know what I'm saying?
SoundCloud really just you meet one.
You ask a nigga, you look at the fucking DJ's fucking shit, and he try to cover that bitch. I see what he playing. Like,
There's like a mirror behind the booth.
I always wondered that shit. You just go to the DJ and be like, yo, DJ ain't gonna tell you what he playing.
Sometimes.
Oh yeah, it's hard.
Cool.
It is hard.
Cool.
The
Sometimes
remixes be hard. If it's like a remix or something, that's hard. Because I mean, you can't Shazam that. Like, but you pretty much got to go to the DJ and ask.
I kind of get both ways. They want to tell you or they don't. You know, because they got their own shit in the tuck. It's like, we'll figure it out. You know what I mean?
The space you just made.
I feel like nowadays, I feel like I kind of understand that, like being like from the, old school way of DJing, but nowadays, man, we got like you could play a song 1,000 different ways. So it's just like, why not just tell them what the song
I feel like it's more energy.
If you want to appreciate it, like why are we gatekeeping songs?
Yeah,
like I just want to hear the song. Like
I feel like it's more energy to like not tell somebody than to just like just do it, bro. Like, everything is for everybody.
I guess too, if you're doing like a dancey electronic set, it's more about the vibe than the song.
Yeah,
because at the end of the day, a lot of those songs. It's very similar BPMs. A lot of the songs could be, they're pretty much a lot of the same song over and over again, just to be honest. But it creates that vibe, and that's what you're there for. I grew up like an hour north of Detroit, and we used to go to these crazy ass, like, you would just get this address, like you had to find like a paper with the address, go up this like abandoned elevator, and you'd walk out on this floor with like thousands of people, and it'd be all techno, house. Because I mean, Detroit and Chicago are very similar in that. They both have roots in that. And I'll always be transparent. I'm not the biggest fan of that shit, but it does create a vibe. Like everyone in there is just like moving, doing their thing. And when you're 18, you're like, this is fucking crazy.
Exactly.
It's a game changer. That's why I said like moving from Indianapolis to Chicago, that was a game changer. Seeing like the vibe that actually like not just playing it because like, oh, we have people from Gary, we gotta play. We have people from Chicago. It's like the Midwest, but like being in the scene and like, oh, this is why they play it. This is how they really party to it. It kind of like makes you into it more than the music sometimes.
And it's really like my goal is like just with this music is to like make this house stuff, bass, whatever, drum and bass. I just want to make that in a way where like mugs from like where I'm from can like just rock with it. Like, oh, I like that. Now you know what I'm saying? It's just and that's kind of like being an advantage, like being a vocalist. That's where it's an advantage because it's like you put vocals over something, you know what to say that identifies with the culture. Yeah. People can be like, oh, okay, that's like me listening to this, but it's on this type stuff. Yeah. So I'll still rock with this, So
yeah, you know what I just thought of the way because obviously I've checked out your music, the way your voice sounds and your vocals. A lot of people, if they didn't know, they would probably think that's a remix, not an original song.
Oh wow, yeah.
Because they'd be like, oh, someone took this like R&B vocals and put it over this shit versus this is an original song.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you really, if you wanted to, man, your voice is very dope. You could just give a straight R&B fire project.
I was thinking that.
You definitely could. Yeah, because your voice is super good.
Yeah.
I mean, he has R&B songs.
Yeah.
Like that are straight.
I need the links to them bitches.
Yeah.
Hit me with them.
He has old stuff like Sublime.
Yeah.
That was damn near straight, just like just dub like R&B song.
Yeah. I had some R&B stuff, but it was just like hearing that juxtaposition between soulful vocals on like up tempo is just like, man. You know, I was like, let me just keep running with this, but I'm gonna mix it up more, you know.
And that's what's dope too, because what Perry said, a lot of the thing that draws me not as much to it is because there's no words, and I feel like I'm just hearing like, especially because if I'm drunk, I'm like, damn, is this the same song? Yeah. So you actually laying vocals over it to me is dope, because that makes it just a lot more digestible for other people.
Yeah.
Because they'll gravitate more towards it, like, all right, cool. Because some people do hyper focus on words, lyrics.
Oh yeah.
Some people aren't really into the sonics at all.
Yeah.
They're very much into songs.
Yeah, I'm one of those people too. Like in some ways.
Yeah.
I'm both. I mean, I love, I'll be listening to beat tapes, but there's times when a new album comes out, I'll seriously hit the lyrics button and just be like reading the lyrics.
It out.
So it goes both ways for me.
Well, James, what's up with this album, man? I heard some of the songs, man. I heard some of the songs, and they hot, boy.
Yeah. Shigeria, working on it now. Pretty much.
That's the name of it? That's the name of it?
No, not Shigeria.
Yeah. Sick.
Yeah.
You gotta,
I've been going with that for a minute.
I was about to say, I've been waiting on Shigeria for a long time.
Put it there. That's fucking tight.
So it's just a mix of all the different genres that I'm messing with. Up tempo, you know.
Hell yeah.
I have some more African inspired stuff, house stuff, bass stuff.
Whoa.
I have some R&B stuff. So we trying to figure out, you know, how many we're gonna put up on.
Yeah, yo, you gotta figure that shit out soon, man. It's too hot, bro.
But I'm gonna be putting out singles up until then. So
I feel you.
Yeah,
I feel you, yo. And Devin, you working on one too, ain't you?
Just EPs, man. Just coming out with short EPs and just mixtapes, and like I do want to do like mixes of like full production, like on some like DJ production.
Cause I done heard the Devin songs in the tuck too.
Yeah. And
I've been telling them for years, bro. It is only getting more hot, bro. Every time I hear both of y'all shit, it's only getting more and more hot, bro.
Wow.
That's why it's good to have them in the tuck, man, because it's gonna get more and more hot, and then the old shit you're just not even gonna fuck with anymore, because it's like, damn, I got these shits now.
Yeah, but like them old shits is good for the. I mean, that's what you're saying. Y'all putting out singles, man. Put them singles out.
Yeah,
them bitches is hidden for real. Like what's the last one? The first one you put out, bro. That shit is so hard. I remember the video of Rakim with the fire.
Oh yeah. Off on my block.
Yeah, that shit is so good, bro.
Yeah.
And like like I said, y'all been both out here for a long time, bro. Like it's an honor to like know y'all niggas for real.
Thank you.
No, yeah, it's definitely happy to have you guys on here.
Oh, yeah.
And I guess to both of you, but to Devin, your monetary values from music. You work in the studio all day. You're a fan of music, and you make your own music. Do you ever need to take time and just step the fuck away from music for a second?
Oh, for sure. I watch a lot of TV.
Nice.
I'll be chilling.
Is that your reset kind of shit?
Yeah, I'll just be chilling sometimes because, like you said, like, it is kind of a sensory overload sometimes, but I love it. I mean, I couldn't imagine, like, living my life doing anything else, though, so.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm so happy
like
for you.
like
you get to make money off music.
Yeah.
Like, that's dope. A lot of people, we all have to clock in 9 to 5 and then go chase our hobby, chase the thing we really like. So it makes me like
all a chase.
It makes me happy for you that you get monetary gain off music.
No,
that's
definitely
dope.
appreciate it. But it's all a chase, you know. It's all a chase. We all get in the bag.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
And also, this is still Face Value Podcast. Shout out to both y'all with the style for sure.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
I told
waiting to hear
Maglio, yes.
We were at Dario's one day, and I was just talking to Devin. I was like, "You're a fit sniper for real. You used to be low key getting shit on. You know what I mean?
Fit sniper.
He doesn't talk about it all the time, but I'm like, you're always wearing something, man.
Them had a slick like Cav amp.
Yeah. I feel like you had a Cav amp phase where you were.
you be going crazy.
I fell in love with Cav.
Yeah, you probably more connect with James style. Cause I already know for real. Cause I know both of y'all niggas. You probably connect more with Jay's style for real.
I mean, both.
I mean, he be wearing cowboy boots and shit.
Oh, yeah. I peeped at the show. I was like, whoa.
This our Texas connect right here.
Oh yeah. My dad, Texas was the first place my dad came to when he came to America. So
where in Texas?
Nacogdoches. I think that's close to Corpus Christi. I think.
Yeah, Nacogdoches. Yeah.
Nacogdoches,
I mean, Texas is also massive.
I don't say that big ass state, bro.
Yeah.
Big ass state. We'd be driving to South by. I'd be like, "Welcome to Texas."
Oh yeah.
And I'd be like,
so
I'd be like, "We making good time."
We about to be
I said,
there.
"Shit, we making good time, y'all."
Yeah, when my
5 hours later. Yeah.
when my girl's parents moved here, they went straight to I think it was New York first, but then it was Denton, Texas.
Oh, Denton, Texas.
Yeah.
That's next to Dallas.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm from like Dallas, Fort Worth, like right in between. Arlington, like where the Cowboys and Rangers play.
Oh yeah.
Dude,
America's
I couldn't
team.
imagine fucking immigrating here and then just going straight to New York City. You're like, what the fuck?
Oh, it's crazy.
I'll be like, I gotta slide.
I might be wrong. She'll correct me.
But I mean, it's other cities, it's other big ass cities too. Like if I come from Japan, they be like, "Oh yeah."
Well, it might be easier because you will find your community there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
But you
every
can't move
major
from
city has
Japan
like a
to, like,
Chinatown and shit. There's
Exactly.
Dallas.
there's always like those, like you said, a community of people.
Yeah.
So I think that might be easier than a smaller city where you're just kind of
Exactly.
like, damn,
Yeah.
ain't nobody here really looks like
You
me.
know, all the Nigerians there, and it's
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Nah, but like I
It's
feel
like Japan to Flint. That'd be nuts.
I do feel like people be like,
Like, this water is
taking over stuff.
Sprite.
Well, shit. Before we get out of here, NBA season starting, y'all.
Let's go.
Let's do that.
NBA
I'm
season.
so ready.
And you know, the league is shaking up. The league has been shaking up. John Wall back with the Clippers and Kawhi back.
Oh,
So-
John Wall with the Clippers now?
Yeah. And he's back.
And he-
But
Like, what do you mean he's
good?
how do y'all
PG
follow NBA right now? Like, I feel like right now I'm in like NBA drama mode. Like,
Yeah.
I'm on
Yeah.
like
They
NBA
gotta-
the reality show.
they
Like,
really-
I'm
they
like,
really
my
doing
man's
that
from
in
my
the
tribe. My man's from my tribe. Ime Udoka. Let's
Right, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
one of us
man.
got on from the tribe, and it's like,
Man.
And then trying to see what Ben Simmons is on. You know what I'm saying?
They've really done a good job in making this like drama during the off season and shit. 'Cause the whole thing has been, it was like the KD shit.
Keep people interested.
Yeah, the Celtics shit.
Yeah.
Blake Grip. I mean, the Ben shit.
Ben Simmons.
Right.
Fucking Jimmy Butler with his hair.
Right.
Out of nowhere.
That shit is crazy.
Out of nowhere.
I'm offended as a
But yeah, a lot of things they trying to shake it up.
dreadlock.
They trying to shake it up
person, I
this
guess.
season.
They got the Warriors at 8th in the West.
Yeah, they
That's
wilding.
ridiculous.
That's
They're
what they have right now?
yeah.
I didn't look at that.
Yeah, they
Wow.
came. The ratings came. The predictions
Okay.
came out.
Where's
Well,
Dallas?
Oh no, I ain't see.
Fuck.
Wait, so
Better
who's
not be
number
in front
one?
of-
So Clippers is high.
Of course.
Yeah, they got the Clippers
Yeah.
up there for
They
sure.
got
for
they got
sure.
the Nets up.
They
there
got New
probably.
Orleans probably up there too.
Yeah, because Zion is back.
Yeah.
What they got the Nets at?
7.
Oh no, 7.
7. It makes sense.
It makes sense for real.
Well, they'll be a little
What they
better.
got the Lakers at?
Like higher, like ninth. Ninth.
Look,
I think ninth in the whole NBA or ninth in the West. I don't
probably
know.
9th in the West for real.
Wow,
in the
that's not
West.
good. Alright, I'm excited. I'm gonna see what's up.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
None of these predictions are gonna be what it
Yeah, exactly.
is.
They got to play ball first. So like actually see what happens.
But yeah, I mean, a lot of things is different now. We got Donovan Mitchell is on Cleveland now,
Oh
Yeah,
right.
that's going. Work.
and they didn't lose no players. They just a bunch of draft picks and shit. So it's the same Cleveland team.
What's balling?
Where's
out?
Colin
Which-
Sexton at? They traded.
Cleveland.
Cleveland.
They trade Colin Sexton. I thought they traded.
Oh,
Colin
did they?
Sexton.
Did they? I don't know. Shit. I just know Donovan Mitchell over there and all of them other niggas, Allen and them still over there.
What's the other dude name? John something. The point guard for Cleveland.
The nigga with the hair.
Yeah, that's going hard.
Yeah, I don't know his name, but yeah, no, Cleveland gonna be very scary because they were already very scary for the Bulls last season for real. It was like, damn, they playing Cleveland, they might lose this shit.
Yeah.
And now they got Donovan Mitchell. That's crazy for
It's
real.
his first year with them though, so he's got to like work himself in for real.
But and you gotta realize my nigga Rubio is back too.
Oh, okay.
He on Cleveland. He was hurt all season, my nigga,
Yeah.
and they played together. Rubio told him, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
He
then
the facilitator.
yeah,
For real.
and the Clippers gonna be scary. Yep.
Clippers
Nah.
gonna be super scary.
Dallas Mavericks, 2023 Finals champion.
Nah, bro. I fuck with
Watch.
I fuck with the Mavericks, bro. But Jalen Brunson is gone,
Yeah.
and it's not replaced.
Right.
That's the only thing that's loud for y'all. I mean, it's, yeah, and it's loud for us too, bro. Lonzo's still hurt.
Yeah.
Lonzo is not coming back till at least January.
What's his injury?
That same knee injury that he had.
He said he can't walk.
It's both.
His whole leg, man.
The whole summer they've been talking about Lonzo doing good. Lonzo with the cup. Nah, bro. He's still hurt, bro. And like earlier in the week before they said that he was still hurt, they were talking about Jay Crowder getting ready to lead the Suns. He said he definitely finna leave.
Jay Crowder.
He said we definitely finna leave. And I was like, yeah, fucking send Kobe and them over there. And see if we can get him. But like now I think like Lonzo hurt, so we need point. We gonna need both of them niggas to play point guard.
Yeah, but we got homie that got dunked on by Rose. What's
Gordon Dragic.
Oh yeah, I saw that little interview.
Yeah,
he's a solid point guard.
He a solid. And he experienced. He old as hell, but like we definitely need him to teach the young niggas. I'll put it behind him. Because
that's definitely full circle.
He was on Miami balling like 2 years ago.
Exactly. He was hitting a three.
Yeah. And then
we
got Andre Drummond.
Yeah. Oh, for real? We got Andre Drummond now?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We might need him. You think he going to start in front of Vucevic?
Nah, he ain't going to start in front of Vucevic.
They both trash.
I
believe in Vuce, but I don't know. Maybe his defense.
I tried believing in Vuce, man. I tried all season to believe in Vuce, man.
He went on a decline for real.
Yeah. What them Pacers looking like? You still fucking with the Pacers?
I mean, I haven't been paying attention. The Pacers don't want. I don't think the management. I don't think the office really cares about like winning championships.
That's how I feel about the Bears.
Yeah, the focus. Just focus on like having a decent season where they can get enough seats to like make a little money.
No, I feel you. That's how I feel about the Bears for real. Yeah. Even though they fuck around and won that bitch last year. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They've been getting lucky sometimes.
No, they've been getting
Justin Fields.
Oh no, we should shout out Justin Fields after last week, bro.
I was in Indianapolis for the first time last
bogus.
weekend.
Oh really?
It was the day that they played the Chiefs. I guess that's like the rivalry.
I guess. I don't know. For sure.
You know who I'm fucking with?
I don't know who won. Yeah. I mean, I was just there. Like, I was just downtown. Like
before we get out here, I'm fucking with Miami, man. Even though their quarterback just got injured yesterday, but I'm fucking with Miami, man. They doing their damn thing for real.
Yeah, I don't know anything about.
Oh, you don't watch football?
Dallas Cowboys Super Bowl champions.
They lost their quarterback though.
Yeah, they lost their quarterback, man. I was like, damn, I was fucking with Miami.
Yeah, I thought they was gonna do it, but
Dallas Cowboys Super Bowl champions.
Dallas
Watch
Cowboys.
and see.
I mean, when Dak get back, maybe
Skip will be happy.
The Dallas Cowboys, America's
like Skip,
America's team, baby.
Skill. I love that shit. Y'all watch that shit every morning. Kurt be like, Perry, how do you be doing about all this sports shit? Watching these funny ass niggas. Shannon is funny as a Skill.
They are extras. But they know they're extras. They're part of the show at this point.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they do it because that's what draws people into it.
Oh, yeah.
That shit.
I don't even watch Stephen A no more. I love Stephen A.
Stephen A is hilarious.
It's on at the same time, so I got to make a choice.
Yeah, and I
I got to do Skip and Shannon.
Yeah.
Because he has like terrible opinions and you just like,
yeah.
He has like the worst opinions. It's funny as fuck.
The nigga Shannon Sharp be like,
him and Max Kellerman.
He be like, he be like using all of the words to go around cursing.
Oh, yeah. That's some bull job.
Yeah, that's some bull
job. You know that shit. You know you wrong about LeBron. You know LeBron better than Jordan.
Bull jive is crazy.
Bull jive is sick as fuck. You gotta do shit.
I might have to run
he
that.
He be giving it up in the morning, early in the morning. Now that's bull jive.
That's bull jive.
That's full of bull jive.
Do they film it live?
I think they do.
I think they do for real. I think they do for real.
Yeah, he definitely had to sit down and be like, "What can I say instead of bullshit?"
He definitely thought about it.
I love when like so
I could be live and be.
That's weird though, because on normal TV now they say like bitch and shit.
Not in the morning. You can't do that in the morning. Not in the morning. Yo, like if Skip team wins. Like he'll show up the next day, he'll have his chain on. He got a Skip chain, bloody.
For real?
Yeah, he have some Jordan 1s on his feet on the thing.
He has a Skip chain?
Cause he fuck with Wayne. I'm pretty sure Wayne probably did it too. He He'll be sitting there like, yeah, it's like let the Clippers win, bro. Like,
that's our new rival.
Yeah, that's their rival for real. That's the Mavericks' new rival. Every year, not last year. They didn't get there last year. Remember,
because Paul George be busting your ass.
What are you talking about, bro? We gave
Paul George a beast. I love his game.
We gave them
because Devin, Indiana.
We beat them by 70 fucking 7
that
last
was crazy.
preseason, and then we got them by 50 last season.
Who ass got beat like that?
But they did take us out of the playoffs.
Yeah.
All right, relax.
That's what really matters.
Whose ass?
Little victories, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Whose ass got beat by like 70 points in the playoffs?
That was Clippers got beat by Dallas. I don't know.
No, that was the Suns.
That was the season.
Okay, no, that was the preseason.
Oh, that was the Suns. Yeah,
that was the Suns.
That was the Suns that Dallas beat their ass in the elimination game. Yeah. They beat I looked. They was winning by 70 points.
That's why Jay Crowder went out. Like that's part of the reason.
I never seen that shit before. A nigga in the playoffs in an elimination game
with all your players.
With all the players,
we gave it up, baby.
Oh my god, that shit was embarrassing. Bro.
And I went to Game 3 in Dallas, and we cooked them then by 20.
That's why I feel bad for Chris Paul, man.
Fuck him.
I feel bad for Chris Paul, man. Nah, he's had a rough career, man. He been on 2 teams. The owners calling him niggas and shit.
Damn.
He did lost at all the playoff games. He got his ass kicked. Like man, I respect Chris Paul.
Me too, but it was beautiful to see.
Man, 2 owners, that's bogus.
2 owners.
Wait, because
in one
I'm not from LA. I'm not from Phoenix, bro. Anybody can get it.
What was the other owner?
The Suns this year.
You saw
this year. He got suspended.
He went harder than Donald Sterling, dude.
Yeah, he's suspended for the whole year.
Wait, I missed this whole shit.
He won up to it.
Yeah,
see, that's what I'm saying. I'm missing out on the NBA drama reality show.
Such a wild question that people
ask. But he was
ask.
saying worse than that? I was like,
not Chris Paul again. He got to go do this again.
Yeah. They just suspended him, that shit?
Nah, he owns the team.
They suspended him for the year. He can't operate.
He's selling the team.
And they fined him $10 million.
$10 million.
Oh,
that ain't nothing to him, though.
Yeah. These billionaires, $10 million is just like,
I don't know. That's gotta hurt, bro.
That might hurt. That might hurt you for it. That might make you wish you didn't want to do that. If I have $2 billion,
he gonna sell a team for like what? $1 billion?
Yeah,
$2 billion. I'll make that back.
Sports teams are fucking expensive, man.
Yeah. Especially a good one.
Yeah, you can be rich, and you can't get a team. Like Jay-Z had 1% of the Nets, and Jay-Z is rich.
Yeah, exactly.
He had 1%.
It took Jordan forever to get in,
and he had to start a bootleg.
The greatest player of all time. Took him forever to get in there.
Yeah, but Jordan's money is all from Jordan.
Jordan's rich too, though.
But I'm just saying to be the
shout
best,
out Mark Cuban
being the best player of all time. You make me jump through all of these hoops.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's all it is because they want it to be like a cult. All those owners is like some cult shit, dude.
Yeah.
It's just a bunch of rich ass white dudes. They're like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know do we really want this dude owning the team?
Should the best player of all time be involved in this? You know what I'm saying? That's crazy for real. But shit.
All right, ESPN, we done.
We done bull jiving.
But I want to thank you guys again for coming through.
Hell yeah, yo. GTW.